Happening this morning, looking at how tax dollars are used for children's schools. A new commission on education will meet for the first time today. It was formed by Governor Ned Lamont this spring. Your reporter Anna Stansfield live at the State Capitol building for us. Anna, good morning. So break it down. What does this mean for districts and the funding?
Well, Kate, over the last few months, we've seen several public school districts like here in Hartford and in New Haven facing some massive budget deficits. Some of those districts say that state funding is partly to blame for those major deficits, and that's exactly what this commission aims to get to the bottom of. Funding for education was one of the biggest topics of discussion throughout this year's legislative session. Last week, Governor Ned Lamont signed the state's budget, giving public schools an additional $270 million to help cover costs. But experts warn that's a one-time solution. This commission was formed to find a permanent fix, with plans to evaluate how the state funds public school districts, a formula that has stayed the same for more than a decade, and one that school leaders say continues to put programming and jobs on the line. Now, the commission will kick off discussions at 10 o'clock this morning, and Governor Ned Lamont is expecting a final report by January. I'm your reporter live in Hartford, Anna Stansfield, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.